Hey guys, Czar here, checking in with you. The first sign of some kind of action this entire London session. It's now 2 minutes to 8 a.m., or 1.5 minutes to 8 a.m. here in New York time. So we've been open for 5 hours on the London Open, and there's been zero for me, no setups whatsoever, nothing convincing at all. Most you could say was, well, not even this. This is a 30-minute chart, no convincing breaking close above this zone here. And we had this wick action right here, and now we're threatening to close above that wick at the very least in 50 seconds. And even that would not give us a whole lot of opportunity here, 3 points or so on the S&P. I'm going to flip you over to the NAS, and we'll see something reasonably similar. We'll get these wicks over here. You can see all this action here. These wicks do matter, as you've heard me talk about many times. This one is in the zone, so I'm not too concerned about mapping that for you. I'm going to watch this now. I'm going to watch both of these. 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left. Focus mostly on the E-mini here, on the S&P in particular. That was the opening range of London. Just a real sloppy, sluggish, whippy and choppy. They all sound like the dwarves from the sloppy, choppy, whippy, and messy. New candle has begun. The 30-minute candle. Need a wick down, otherwise there's nothing here. This is probably going to push up. Just watching this now. Whippy, messy, sloppy, and choppy all came to the market today and have kept us guessing all morning. And I'm assuming that many traders, scalpers, and day traders have been chopped up to no end this morning, because that's typically what happens on days like this. And I don't say that with any kind of glee or happiness. Especially for members of my group, I always use this open range, and I send it out to my group, and it's a no trade range. In other words, if prices remain in here or keep coming back into here, that there's simply no trades, and it's very hard to do to no trade. To doing no trade is difficult, right? It's doing nothing. But becoming masters of sitting and doing nothing is the name of the game very often, especially in markets like this, right? Mastering the art of doing nothing. And so we're watching this very closely now. Watching together. Getting a little bit of a pullback now. Let's see if this thing can last. And then we'll decide whether there's an opportunity here or not. This is the NASDAQ, pardon me. I'm taking you back over to the S&P. The charts look very, very similar, as you can see, right? Except that these are wicks on the NASDAQ versus clean candle body on the S&P. So I prefer the S&P on this one. Although, it's really a coin flip at some point. All right, buy stop. Buy stop right now above that wick. So candle flipping itself right here. All right, it's already been higher. You can see that top of the wick there, right? That's okay with me. Super tight stop. We're looking for a 1-to-1 here, so we'd be sizing on a 1-to-1. Right there. Ready? Sizing on a 1-to-1 for a quick push. Not in yet. Got to cross that line. Okay, now in. Trying to close that body right there. Looking for a 1R. Patience. Super close to being stopped out here on this whippy morning. Considering that our four friends are here today, Whippy, Sloppy, Choppy, and Messy, joining us in the trading room for the entire London session so far. I don't know why that makes me laugh. That must be very immature. $807 still alive here. A nervous trader would just take their break even right now, given what we just experienced. We're not going to do that. We're going to stick with the program. Also tempting to tighten the stop to below the body, or right to break even if we get another push. That's a human impulse. That is an impulse control issue to tighten stops before the appropriate time. Remembering that once you understand basic price action, this becomes an entirely impulse control game. Hard for many younger traders or newer traders to understand or believe, even once they understand the concept, which is not that difficult to figure out. Believing it and trusting it is very difficult, because we want every other area of life. It's all about learning more, going deeper into the technicals, for instance, or the fundamentals, or the macro environment in the case of trading, and becoming more educated and so on and so forth. Trading is a very unique game indeed, where it's almost entirely internal impulse control. emotional control, emotional transparency, and making yourself vulnerable. It's a game of humility. It's a game of constantly admitting that you're wrong, or that the coin didn't land on the side that you wished it would have. Which doesn't make you wrong, it makes you a coin flipper. But the part that makes you wrong is not being able to deal with the tails outcome when you've called heads. And I'm in my 4th decade of trading now, and I still, every day, need to be highly cognizant of those impulses in me. They never go away. Just because you get it intellectually, the impulses don't stop because it's part of your DNA. It's part of our DNA. It's evolutionary biology, and therefore evolutionary psychology. And that's the game we're playing. About to get stopped out now. Here it comes. Be a 1 hour loss. And we'll take that into the New York session. The fact that this hasn't pushed up already means that it's mostly, there's a 75% chance that this is going to take us out at a 1 hour loss. When I say us, I mean me. We're going to watch this play out. Of course, that 75% is a random statistic, just based on my many years of experience, and I put a number to it just to prepare myself mentally and emotionally for the 1 hour routine expense, if you want to call it that, which I do. Just flip you over to the VWAP here. You see we are pretty extended here from VWAP into the between 1 and 2 standard deviations from VWAP, the volume weighted average price way down here. But this is being in a tight range in London, very whippy. I don't place a whole lot of weight on this overextension. It certainly plays a part, but I wait until New York before I take VWAP very seriously, and then I do take it very seriously. But we're about to get stopped out here as this pulls back. Let's actually watch it on the VWAP. This might be interesting. Watching VWAP now. Gold pushing up. Just flipped over to gold there for a minute. All right, I'm out. 1R, you see that? Oops, no, wrong picture. There we go. Stopped out for a 1 hour loss, guys. So starting the day here very late because we're at 8:13 with a 1 hour loss here on Thursday, December the 8th, 2022. We'll see you a little bit later, guys, and see if we can get back to break even or even into green today. Have an amazing day. If I don't see you, there might not be any opportunities here all day, and that's okay too. We'll talk to you soon, guys. Be careful out there. Take care.